Welcome to Navarero's online showcase video. Today we are back in Aurora Falls again and up at the coal mine to finally deliver the coal to the meat factory. I kinda hope to really get everything done today, but that's a tall order. There's a lot of stuff to do, so there might still be another episode ahead on this playthrough, but well, we're just gonna have to get going and see what comes of it. Okay, apparently it's just the coal being that heavy. So let's hope for the best. I think the switch is set for the 10% grade. Ideally, I kind of want to do the whole thing without the engine, but well, the engine was up here anyways. I need something to put the coal on the grade anyways, so yeah, why not do both together? It just makes the most sense this way. And that's the first part of the grade. It's getting really steep after the bend. And here we are accelerating. Okay, this is doing alright. I'm pretty sure that the brake of just the engine and even the tender, they won't be able to stop this entire thing anymore, so I'm gonna pull them. And if stuff gets too spicy, I'm gonna also pull a few others. Okay, it's not getting spicy, which is kinda nice. I mean, it's not the longest train anyways, we only have 6 hoppers. But even with only the tender brake fully pulled, yeah, it's not stopping it. So maybe we can find a good position for a brake lever where it doesn't accelerate too much. And I think we might actually be there already. Getting a bit too slow for my liking, so... Oh yeah, it's also... I think at this point the grade just evens out a little bit. Before going back to 10%, and at this point we are pretty much at the end anyways, so... Open the brakes. We made it down there in a really unspectacular manner. I expected this to be much worse, but hey, we did it. And it didn't even take that long. So just gonna have to make our way back to the main yard now. Or, you know what, I'm going to just deliver the coal right now. So we bring it over to the... I think this is the input side. We bring it over to the meat packing plant. And going to see from there. And yeah, we are still on a downhill, even though this is a much more gentle curve and grading. I think I should still take care that I don't derail the entire thing. I'd like to not end this video in tragedy. Okay, 2% grade coming up. You know what? This is something that happened a few times by now. I have no idea why, and I'm pretty damn tired of it. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to re-rail everything now. I mean, 3 of the cars, or okay, 2.5 are at least still on the track, so that should be okay. So let's put the pins in. I also don't know when was the last time I saved, so I kind of forgot to do it right before starting the episode. So yeah, I can't really just set it back and start again. But this is the kind of bullshit that really got me to take a break from the game recently, so yeah. At least the whole re-railing tool works a lot better now. And yeah, just freezing the cars mid-air because... okay, that makes it back up. I'm just gonna pull the brake on the rearmost car and then just pull everything or push everything back together. Oh yeah, of course, the brakes on these are also pulled, so gonna need to push a bit further. It went so smooth for at least a little bit. More brakes that I didn't... Oh, is this just the tender itself? Yep. That's the culprit. Apparently there's more. So yeah, since the whole update to the re-rail function, it now automatically pulls the brakes all the time. So that's something to be aware of. Okay, everything is loose. For a moment I thought it was rolling, but no, apparently not. So yeah, that was unexpected. I mean, kinda to be expected because yeah, not the first time it happens there. Doesn't happen every time though, so I don't think it's something inherently wrong with how I set up the entire thing there. I mean, corner radius should at least be 60 meters. But hey, we did it. Back on track, literally. And from here on out, it shouldn't be too far anymore. And I'm just gonna have to get the other cars. I made a few purchases in between episodes. I got a third cattle car. It's not gonna be enough to get all the cattle, not even half of it. I don't really care much about that though. And also 2 ventilated cars, so I'm not sure how many cars we can fill up if we even get enough to fill up a single ventilated car, since it can take over 30 boxes, whatever. But I thought just to be safe I'd get a second one. Yeah, the good thing is we are doing the grade, not having any problems here apart from what happened at the bottom there. I wasn't entirely sure if this would actually work out. The steepest part, however, is going to be part of the Y because, well, we are going from the lowest part of the Y to the highest one, and while I could keep all the other sections of track at a reasonable grade, also just 2% going straight, and the other one is either 1 or 2% as well. This one is a bit steeper. And yeah, we are slowly losing speed now, but that should be alright. We just have to make it up to the next switch and then we should be fine. And yeah, this was 3.5% grade at the steepest. Back to 2%, so we should be accelerating again in a moment. Sometimes you're just gonna use momentum if you don't have the power. But yeah, finally delivering stuff to the meatpacking plant. I don't think I've ever done this in any other playthrough. I may have done some in testing or so, but never on any actual thing where I was doing all the deliveries. That's kind of the one thing that makes this entire playthrough special in a way. And also a reason why I wanted to keep this as a goal, so I finally have done it at least once. But still, the MIA playthrough, that's kinda home, and this one is living abroad or something, I don't know. Aurora Falls was worth a try, but in the end I still have more interest in what I can do on the Pine Valley map. I think there are still a few things that I could try over here, but I will have to see if I ever really wanna come back to that and try a different industry layout. Likely won't be another playthrough, likely won't be a continuation of this one. But I could still try maybe finding something that works out for industry placement. But also what I really noticed with last episodes of this playthrough, everything on this map just takes so much longer because of how much further apart everything is. And even in Pine Valley, I have a lot of connections between industries, so that just going from one to the other, even if you don't need to do a delivery, if you just want to carry some cars over or something, it doesn't really take this long. But yeah, another factor here is that, of course, my yard is pretty much at the end of the map right here. This area in the center is a bit uneven and a bit too uneven for a yard like that, so it's something that I tried to avoid. It would have maybe been possible, but I went against the idea. The front one might be a bit too far ahead. No, it seems like it will still land in here. Okay, it does something. They're actually bouncing off here. That's funny. But yeah, should be going up to 60. Nice. Everything unloaded, everything got accepted, and therefore we are pretty much done here with those. So let's take the engine back down and grab the next set of cars. Hopefully no more derailing. If the hoppers fall off the track now, I'm just gonna leave them there. When it comes to making another custom industry layout attempt, I think I would be putting things closer together. Maybe not even going that far into the snowy mountains anyways, maybe only having one industry where we now have the smelter. Maybe it would be the smelter, might be another industry that I put there, I don't know. But it wouldn't be going all the way to the to those areas here. I can easily find places down here to put the other two industries, and I might just switch things up. The one thing that I likely wouldn't be changing is everything that has to do with the wheat farm and so on. I think those industries are all in a pretty good place. And yeah, you may be thinking that now I'm going down the wrong way after all. I need to go into my yard in order to get the new cars and everything. I'm doing a bit of a maneuver here. So let's pull the brakes. Also, does anybody know how to remove the custom marker? If I ever accidentally click, right click on here somewhere, the marker appears, but I have no idea how to remove it again apart from leaving the session. So, yeah. And yeah, we are going in there in reverse after all. That's also the direction we need to be in order to get the other cars out of there. In hindsight, while I think that whole section where I can just store short trains and all of that, if I only have a few cars of a certain type that I want to keep together, it's a double-edged sword. The good thing is that it doesn't just waste a full siding for the entire thing. The downside is that having that directionality, needing to come in there in a certain way, is kinda a bit awkward. But hey, the whole thing here worked out pretty well for that. Okay, so let's see, can I just... dang it. Pull the brakes before we hit the siding. Get back onto the hoppers, and once we are off the main track here, pull that brake, get back to the engine. And that should be it. All the switches there should be to the left. Otherwise I might be running into some other rolling stock that I would rather leave alone, but yeah. We'll see how that works. And yeah, that's the bulkhead cars from a few episodes ago, apart from that other one that's still stuck on the side of a cliff. As I said, I wouldn't be collecting that one. And up ahead we have 5 cars that we need right now. And yeah, while I'm making good use of the whole purchase things anywhere you want quote-unquote feature, I still wish that wasn't the case. Oh. I also wish I didn't pull the brake there. I would much rather have a dedicated area, but one that I can place myself. So I would have just made that part of the whole yard that I built here, and that would be it. Okay, gonna have to keep pushing in there in order to get all the links linked up. Putting in all the pins. And that should be it. So I could now go ahead and just pull back out of here, go into the Y again in order to turn around, but I think I'm just gonna go into the cattle farm in reverse. I think that's the more sensible option. I was also considering maybe just getting more cattle cars and then hope that once I deliver the cattle, I would then have enough for the right amount of refrigerator cars, but yeah, I didn't want to play it too risky. So we are just gonna do whatever we get here, and that's gonna be it then. Okay, let's see which one. I can't even scroll in any further. Okay, let's see. I have one over here, so I think that's the correct one. The whole feature with just flipping the switches on the map is pretty cool, but when it comes to yards like this, it's, well, really hard to get the right one. But we should be getting onto that track there, and that should be the correct one. Oh wait, stop, slow down. Although I think it would have been okay. There is another switch right there. Ah, dang it. Also, if I scroll too fast, my mouse usually sometimes just goes the other way. But yeah, I wanna go straight through here. Otherwise, we might be paying Monty a little visit. Just ramming it with our cattle cars. Speaking of which, I think we should really be paying Monty a visit. We only have 2 engines on the save. And Monty has been pulling its weight and then some. As to be expected of a steam engine, otherwise if it can't pull its own weight, then it's a bit of a failure. But Monty, beautiful and also pretty useful as always. Let's get back to our train here before that runs away. But I just wanted to quickly pay it a visit before we kind of abandon this whole thing. Okay, I need to go through here and then that direction. Also, I noticed that the way it's set up, you are always going to get some sort of alert from every single industry. Either the output is full or the input is empty. The only time neither of those is the case is when it's actually producing something, but as soon as it stops, it's gonna be one of the other as a reason, and then you're gonna get another notification about it. I think that's a bit overbearing, especially for the stuff that you don't even have connected yet. The one thing I'm a bit sad when it comes to this entire setup, I wish I had a cattle train long enough to actually make use of both of them, ramps for them simultaneously. Not even just from I want to make that much money here, but just as a little milestone and really using that. But yeah, we are about to come in here for the final time. I have no idea what happened to all of the cows that I transported over to the freight depot. But I think I might have a clue about what's going to happen to these. But hey, that's... I don't know what they would be saying here, but in the end, certainty is a good thing. Maybe. Maybe not for them. But it definitely has something over the unknown in general. I don't know if I can get on there through that. Yeah, that looks like it would be good enough. Also, come on, give me the door. I just wanted to check out what's going on in here. And it's really not a lot. So ventilated just apparently means that it's not completely closed, and for that matter, I don't see why we couldn't be using those cars as well. If there was something in there to show that they are actually being actively cooled, I could get that, but then again, we are going to get boxes of canned meat. That's the wrong direction, by the way. Might as well use at least the other ramp ones. I also wanted to see if these would even line up to begin with. And I don't think they even do. Ah. Never mind, they might line up. We are pretty much on the same spot with both of these cars, and therefore I have a bit more to go. So yeah, there's gonna be 3 cars in between, so once you get to 8 cars, then you can really be efficient with your loading procedure. But to be clear, even if I was to continue on this playthrough, I don't think I would like to keep on using the wheat farm and everything until we can make use of such an amount of cars. It's been fun for a while, but also it got a bit tedious at some point. Okay, number 40, 14 out of 20, 8 out of 20, so yeah, we got quite a few loaded. But there's still also a lot left. More than half actually, but well, we take what we can get. And since they won't go into the ventilated boxcars for some reason, that's gonna be it then. But yeah, I think as the ventilated boxcars are presented, it would at least make some sense if we could put something else in there. Maybe not livestock, but pellets. When I first saw the announcement for all of this, I kind of thought that the inside would be a bit different. You know that in a lot of movies where they have butchers and all of that, there's always that cooled room where they have some parts of the animals just hanging from the ceiling with flesh hooks or meat hooks and all of that. I thought it would be more something like that instead of canned meat. But yeah, maybe I also kind of want to readjust the switches over here. Also, I think the meatpacking plant, it has capacity for 50 cows, so far more than we are delivering right now. So I don't need to take care that we are doing it slowly and letting it process. I don't even know how much output we are going to get from there, how much coal is going to be using up, so things we are going to find out today. You know what, gonna give it a whistle for our good old yard over here. That's, wow, listen to the echo. Nice. So still flat over here, but we are going to hit the grade in a moment. But it's not gonna be too steep. As I said, the middle part, I mean, you can pretty much see it right here. Much steeper than anything else. I mean, how heavy are we even? Oh, that's actually an interesting question. How much do those cows weigh? Almost 8,000 pounds. So that's more than 1,000 pounds per cow. So yeah. I don't know what's realistic for them. I mean, I should have maybe also looked at the kilogram weight. So that's 600 kilograms per cow, so I'd have to look that up. I mean, it seems to be roughly the ballpark, I don't know. Also, what's going on there? Is this just the reflection from that over here? That's weird. Also, I remember when I got the PC, I had some really weird reflections in the windows going on. That seems to be gone, thankfully. Because it felt like almost reality warping. But yeah, we are coming back up to the meatpacking plant. And from that point on we can also just get rid of the cattle cars because, well, don't really need them anymore. And again, it doesn't really hurt, they shouldn't be weighing too much. Okay, just gonna try and line this one up. I can already tell it's much more convenient just having the cows unload at the freight depot. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be a bit of a pain. Having the curvature here doesn't really help it. I should have maybe gone through here the other direction. So this might be alright now. Come on, give me the unloading arrow again. Okay, it pays me, so I guess it's counting as input. Very nicely animated. Can't say anything against that. And yeah, we are making money again. So I guess the better idea would be just slowly rolling it forward and just trying to jump on the trailer. On the car. Okay, that still counts. Okay, apparently one of the cows has been processed already. Ideally, I would like to have a wider ramp for the unloading. It makes sense to have a narrow one for loading, but unloading, I mean, yeah, doesn't really need that. Did I loosen the brake again? Of course not. Ah, dang it. Yeah, that's not gonna get accepted anymore, I'm pretty sure. And man, this factory is working slowly. Okay, I'm gonna try it from here. You know what also would be a good idea? Just having another indicator on this side. Okay, that's pretty much as good as it gets here. Yeah, that works. How are we looking for coal? Okay, it seems to only take 1 coal per cow, so that's not really a problem. We could go and deliver a whole nother bunch of cows here, but yeah. I didn't expect it to take this long. We only went through 3 cows at this point. How's the output? So 2 packs of meat per cow. And while we of course need ventilated boxcars in order to transport this good to a freight depot and make sure that it doesn't come to harm or anything. In the meantime, it's absolutely no problem just keeping it outside for God knows how long. Yeah. Okay, I think what I want to do at this point, just to really give it a good farewell, I think I'm going to end the episode here. I'm going to get the rest of the cows over. And then we are going to do the whole thing once everything has been processed here. Because doing this for, yeah, this amount, not worth it. I at least would like to get one of the boxcars fully loaded, and I think, yeah, that should be possible once I get everything done here. So yeah, that's gonna be another episode, most likely a decently short one. Maybe I show something else of show the rest of the stuff that I did on the map and do a bit of a world tour. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of want to make the standoff a bit better than just 8 boxes with cow meat. So that's gonna be it from my end for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time for the last part of all of this. And till then, have a good one. Take care and bye bye.